there's all sorts of activity on social media that I find curious, strange. It doesn't seem relatable to me. And Instagram is a perfect example of that, right? So on Instagram, you have social media influencers who make no sense. I don't know why they're influencers, but they have millions of followers and they get all these endorsement deals and things like that. And it's frustrating because you don't know what their talent is or what they're providing to society. But it's even more frustrating, in my opinion, when robots, not real people, become social media influencers. So let me give you the latest on this. So the PR company pitching Bermuda also represents Frank Ocean, Grimes, Bjork, and Bermuda's fellow CGI friends, Lil Michaela, and Blacko. Golden Girl Michaela was also listed among Time's most influential people on the internet in 2018.
Well, that's not true because not a person. Okay, but that's such a Time magazine thing to do, but God bless. I get it, it's a phenomenon, they're trying to point it out. What I'm most amused at by myself was that they're like, they're also rep Frank Ocean, Grimes, and Bjork. I'm like, those are real people, right?
No, yeah, of course, they're real people. But my point is, like, these are actual celebrities, real people.
Are they? Because in a sense, the celebrities are manufactured as well. And so hence, there's a little social commentary in that robot business. I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying.
Cenk, Frank Ocean, let's just focus on Frank Ocean for a second. He's talented, he provides a service, you know, there's something behind it. These are robots, so it's like robots and CGI, they post on social media and somehow they're super influential. So there's Bermuda is Bay, 142,000 followers. I'm sure the number is
although
higher
ironically,
at this point.
she could be a Caribbean queen that Frank Ocean could sing about.
Maybe. But I will show you some of her posts. So here's an example. Yeah, this one's interesting.
Wait,
so
they're both robots, right? And is she naked or no? She's got a bathing suit.
She's getting ready. No, not bathing suit. She's getting ready for a first date, and she says that she needs to be super skinny, skinniest legend. Period. That's what she says.
Are the followers mainly male?
Looks like Stella doesn't sound like a male name. And that's another thing. What percentage are male? What percentage are real, right? How many of these followers are real people?
Because, oh, well, that would be funny if the robots were following the robots.
Right, exactly. Let me give you more. So this is.
But that would kind of be fair though.
Yeah.
Like there was this hilarious story where Newt Gingrich bragged about how many Twitter followers he had back when he was running in 2012. And then they found out like 89% of them were from Bangladesh. And apparently Newt Gingrich was huge in Bangladesh.
Huge in Bangladesh.
Right.
I mean, it's talk of the town.
He just flooded the market there. Anyway, so no, of course they had to set up some sort of bot factory in Bangladesh to follow Newt Gingrich so it could seem like he was a big deal.
Yeah.
But if bots are following bots, well, okay, there's logic in that.
There's logic in that and it'll make me feel a lot better. By the way, we gotta have a discussion at some point about the name Newt. Because isn't there like some sort of lizard that's called a newt? Yes. There is.
Yeah, but I don't even think it's a lizard, right? It's kind of a more disgusting animal, isn't it? It's a slimy lizard. Oh,
it's a slimy lizard, so yes, it's more disgusting. Okay, so let's get back to these robots that have more influence than we do. So then you have, let's go to Bermuda's Bay. Let's go to the next one. So there was this whole controversy because Bermuda's Bay had stolen a dress and couldn't believe she got arrested for stealing that dress.
No, that's it, she is real.
No. And then they even have a mugshot of Bermuda's Bay following her arrest for stealing the dress.
Okay. I love life. I love it.
So look, at least there are people behind the scenes who are writing these stories. And I was trying to ask, I was asking myself, like, what is the value of this? Like, what is this? And I guess it's a form of entertainment for people who do follow these robots and know that they're not real people. It's still a form of entertainment, right? It's a story, so it's kind of like reading a comic book, like an Archie comic book or something.
I know, so look, I'm gonna give two different points here. One is that-
God, I'm so old. Yeah.
Okay, well, but to be fair, you've always been old.
I know.
Remember we used to call you Grandma Anna, like back when you were in early 20s, let alone now when you're actually closer. Okay. Okay. Anyway, we got to wrap this up. No, seriously.
Real quick.
Seriously. In a sense, the robots are more honest, and what I mean by that is You do these reality
shows. I look
shows.
damn good as I've gotten older, okay? Like, let's just keep it 100. Like, we can compare and contrast, all right? Early 20s, 33. I'm just saying, you can go ahead and call me old if you want.
Oh, you were saying compare from 23 to 33. I thought you were going to compare and contrast
we could also
us.
do a comparison
and
of
I
you
was
in your
like,
early
I was going to run out the door.
Today if you want to play. All right, sorry, go ahead, finish your thought.
I think I was okay at 23. Nah, not really. Okay, anyways. So robots, in a sense, it's more honest because the reality shows are so fake, and then like when you do it with a robot, at least there's a certain amount of decency in being honest about that. This is a storyline. We've created this. This is obviously not real. Whereas, like, so I had a friend who went on a reality show about homes, which there was for a while. There was like 28 of them on TV. I don't really watch TV too much anymore, so there might still be 28. I don't know. But those are the ones where you go in and they fix your home or whatever, and people go, "Oh my God! Oh my God! It's amazing!" Or they're looking for a house, and so they were in the category of looking for a house. They said, no, everything about it was fake. They weren't looking for a house. The house that they were in was not for sale. They redid every scene like 15 times, so they'd walk in and be like, "Oh my God, wow, this is so amazing." So I kind of prefer a robot because at least they're not with me as much.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I do. I do see what you're saying.
Yeah. So, but back to the robots. The only problem is it's a little too real, ironically. Like it tells you that it's a story and it's fake, so it's almost like, what do they call that? Breaking the something?
The wall, right?
Yeah, breaking some sort of wall.
The fourth wall.
Breaking the fourth wall, that's it. So it's kind of like breaking the fourth wall, so it kind of takes me out of the fantasy a little bit, right?
Well, I think like the way they look can also take you out of the fantasy because.
Or depending on where you are, put you in the fantasy.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, look, I know that there are hologram. I think in Japan there's a hologram pop star.
It doesn't matter. First of all, correct answer is yes. Is there something, fill in the blank, in Japan? Correct answer is yes.
Yeah.
Okay, everything is in Japan.
Look, I always told myself, I know, like it's the fact of life. You're gonna grow older, and then at some point you might be out of touch with like the young people.
Yeah, which you hit at 17, but still.
But I always told myself like, no, I'm gonna be in the know. Like I might not be into these things, but I'm at least going to know about them and understand them.
Yeah.
And this story has made me realize that I have failed miserably in that mission.
Whereas I'm still very hip, okay? The kids say, "Hey, what's Cenk up to?" Because we got to emulate that. That's what the kids are always saying. So, okay, obviously I don't like I'm in a similar situation as you are, right? And Grandpa would actually be more fitting of me. Let's just keep it real, okay? So I think bottom line is I agree with you. Like it's kind of funny or kind of interesting for a second, but why are you following them? Right? Maybe they put together a compelling story.
Yeah.
It's kind of like saying, why are you following Tony Soprano? Don't you know he's an actor and not a real mobster? Right? Like, yeah.
But it's a compelling storyline. Like he's a mobster, he murders people, but at the same time, he's a family man and he's got a heart of gold.
Well, I don't know about a heart of gold, but yes.
No, he does though.
No,
I
figured it out.
Family.
No, it's over. I figured it out.
What is
the reason why. The reason why
the gabagoo.
First of all, there's nothing better than the gabagoo. Okay, and my favorite thing about Tony Soprano is the way he eats pasta. Yeah. So it's like a lot of clinking of with the fork of the plate, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah, okay, you give me some more gabagoo.
Yeah.
Finally, and then more. Okay. The other day, somebody said, "You're so Jersey." And I was so proud of that, because goddamn right I am. Okay, so give me a little roast beef with mutz on top. Throw some gravy. Okay, and best one I had is in Hoboken. See, that's fucking Jersey. Okay. Anyways, back to this. Yeah, it's breaking the fourth wall too much. That's why I can't get. It's hard for me to like. Yeah, if they were. and by the way, that's why they do reality shows. Even though it's BS, they are Homo sapiens.
Yeah.
So it gets us to not break the fourth wall and to feel like maybe that is really happening to Kim Kardashian. And they're so crazy that it partly does. I mean, most of it is fake.
Right.
But they do actually marry those people, and they do actually get divorced from those people.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think, look, it really depends on what your tastes are in free time, right? Like, what do you like to do with your free time? And I gotta be honest, I've been finding it increasingly difficult to care about what my own friends are doing and posting on social media. So like the idea of me going out of my way to follow what robots that I have absolutely no personal attachment or emotional attachment to are doing. Like it's inconceivable that I would ever care. But maybe I'm not the demographic, right? It's younger people, they have more time on their hands. They're not dealing with the stresses of life and responsibility yet. So yeah, this is all fun and games, why not?
Yeah.
Like if you're an adult who's into this, I'm judging you. I'm just putting that out there. But
just putting it out there. Okay.
Yeah. But if you're a young person who's like, oh, I want to find out what's going on in little Michaela's life. All right. I mean, do you, boo? But eventually you got to get a job.
But I hear you. But the last thing, if you are judging them, keep in mind that the so-called real people in reality shows also have writers.
Yeah.
So the robots have writers, but so do the real people.
Yep.
So, even if like it wasn't successful and we weren't needlessly bitter about it, okay, it's almost like an interesting art project.
Yeah, no, it is, and it's an interesting social experiment, I think.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not for me, but I totally understand how it's for other people. I'm needlessly being very critical about this, and I'm not actually judging anyone. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I do things.
I think
no, I'm not.
Knowing her a little bit.
I have my vices. I have my vices. So
Okay.
I'm not judging.
Yeah, and so super duper last thing is, but I do agree with you that like it's hard for me to pretend to care about their lives because they're not real lives.
Yeah.
And so, but I also, to be fair to me, don't care about the reality show people's lives. Oh my God, what's happening with Lamar Odom? And that's maybe a bad example because he's in a real bad shape, or I don't even know what happened.
He's gotten better.
He's gotten better. But like, oh, is Lamar and fill in the K person name from Kardashians? Is it Chloe?
Chloe, yeah.
Look at me, I figured out it was Chloe.
Yeah.
Are Chloe and Lamar gonna be okay? I give just as little shit about that as Robot X and Robot Y. I don't care at all. I don't care if they're the happiest people on earth. I don't care if they're the most miserable people on earth. I don't empathize with them, and I don't root for them, and I don't root against them. I don't care, okay? Now, having said that, I like the social media, like Twitter I like because I like politics, so people are talking about the news. Are you kidding me? How much do I mean, there's obviously the horrible side of Twitter, but there's also the great side of Twitter. Who tweeted me the other day, retweeted me, and Don Cheadle, are you kidding me? I lost it. I called Ben and he got all or I texted him and it seemed like his response back was jealous. And I was like, that's even better.
Yeah,
okay.
That is nice.
So that I love that part of social media. And on Instagram, which I thought I would hate because I'm like, I don't, people's asses, whatever, right? Okay, it isn't Hassan lifting weights, whatever, right? So, but as it turns out, no, you get to go on vacation with people.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. That's
and
true.
you get to see their family outings, and you get to see their pets, and you get to see this and that. And I kind of like it.
So one final question for you. I know you're not active in posting stuff on Instagram, but do you still go on Instagram to like see what other people are up to?
Oh, totally. And now I don't do it religiously. I just, and I gotta stop following the Washington Post because they send out too much Instagrams.
You're following the Washington Post on Instagram?
Yeah. I know, I'm unbearable. Sorry, Washington Post, I'm unfollowing you. They do too many things and it gets in the way of other people's stuff, right?
No, Instagram.
And I do it like randomly. And so my uncle posts pictures of Turkey, and my sister has the best Instagram account. She's always taking like the most gorgeous pictures of like cities and natural environments and the fall and the lake and all this stuff. I don't heart anything because like sometimes I'll be like, I don't even know, nice dog picture, whatever the right? But largely I don't, but I heart the out of my sister's pictures because later I'm gonna frame them because they're so pretty. Okay.
That's really cute.
So, and that lets me follow my sister more and you guys, etc. Right? So it's ironic. I don't know if I'm the only one. I don't think I am the only one, but I'm in the minority of people doing Instagram for schmoopy papoopy reasons.
That's really cute. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I like that. Okay.
No. I don't know what that means. Okay, all right, we gotta stop talking. We gotta stop. Somebody turn off the robots. 2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.